Alright, we're starring ITSDAX yet again. It seems people are still not convinced that he is in fact a cheater. Now, he's not very careful in using them. He is pretty blatant, and it involves his attitude, his way of playing into this game that just screams cheats. You don't see him because you don't see what he sees, but in various clips you will notice that there is some odd behavior going on. The next 3 clips I've made over the last couple of days, they are top in his own clips channel, on his own stream. He hasn't been streaming ever since, for days straight, so something's going on. What I've also noticed is that he signed himself up with a group of buddies for scrims, so it seems that they want to go in a different route, and it's mind-boggling that the company has still not banned him. It seems they are unaware of how a cheat looks like, but if they don't see it, can they at least study this guy's behavior? I mean, come on. It's not that hard. You can see it the way he moves. You can see it the way his body language is on webcam. It just screams cheats. You don't have to see it. You don't have to see a box of ESP. You don't have to necessarily see an aimbot snap to someone. It's the way he behaves. Okay, I'm gonna start these series of clips, and as you can see, I clipped them 5 days ago. This particular clip is him in the middle of the street, and you're gonna see that out of excitement, it says it right here, out of excitement, he literally almost jumps up from his chair, seeing someone on a roof while he's not even facing that general direction when it's happening. I'm gonna play the full clip and afterwards put it down in slow motion so you can see it yourself.
He's not good at all, dude. Where's his teammate? His teammate's on top of this roof over here. Where's his teammate? His teammate's on top of this roof over here. His teammate's on top of this roof over here. His teammate's on top of this roof over here. His teammate's on top of this roof over here. His teammate's on top of this roof over here. His teammate's on top of this roof over here. Where's his...
Like, hello. Okay. Let's slow it down. In this speed, you will notice that he jumps up a few times, and you will notice that there is no one on that roof visible every time he does it. Now, this is the moment where he almost yells, "Someone on the roof!" He almost yells it, but he's facing this direction. It's fun. It's really fun. And that's exactly when someone pops up right here, this silhouette. It's like something was warning him in that particular moment. Now, I showed this to some of his buddies, and his buddies were saying, yeah, it looks odd, but we don't know what happened before that. Well, you do know what happened before that, because it shows at least 5 seconds before this. This is what happens before
He's not good at all,
it.
Dude. Where's his teammate? His teammate's on top of this roof over here.
This is what happens before that.
He's not good at all, dude.
There is no one visible before. So,
where's his teammate? His teammate's on top of this roof over here.
Very strange behavior. Very strange behavior. It's like he's waiting. It's like he's waiting for someone to pop up. You can also see in his movement that he's just sticking around right here. He's not making any movement to go that direction, go around, go away, go right. Nope, he's staying right here, focused on something. So, you know, study this behavior and decide for yourself. What could this be? Okay, next up, this clip. It is the pretty much similar behavior. In a different area. I think this is obviously south of Cranberry. Just watch it. It's like almost similar to this.
Yo, GG's, man.
Now, come on. Come on. What's this? Mindless looting, right? Mindless looting. And then the sudden swipe, and there is this guy in this window. This guy does not see him, but out of looting, he swipes like a madman. Point on, facing that direction. And yes, this silhouette right here is a player. Now, it is impossible. It is just impossible for you to hear anyone in this area unless you're right next to it. You can't hear no footsteps. This guy wasn't looting. This guy wasn't shooting. This guy wasn't saying, "Hi, I'm here." It's the behavior. It is the sudden change of doing this.
GG's, man.
Just the sudden change of behavior when some enemy pops up somewhere. And these were all from the same broadcast. You could see the black silhouette disappear, meaning there was someone there at that point.
Yo, GG's, man.
Black silhouette visible, there's a player here, and that player just moves out later on. After that, he's going to kill that guy because obviously he knows. Okay. Next clip. This one is quite juicy, and I've showed this to his friend as well, and people are saying this is nothing. Funny. I'm just gonna play this and afterwards break down what you see.
Deep. Oh, they came on backside.
Okay. I want you to pay real close attention to this black silhouette, the player, and what he's doing, where it's disappearing to. Let's pull it down in 25. And I'm going to click by click. You can see the muzzle flash, the models disappearing, kind of. You can still see it here, and take note of this rock and this car. Now this is where he gets out, but take note where he looks on the right side of this tree. You can still see the black silhouette right there. Now watch where it disappears to. It's disappearing behind the rock. And you can see that he is focusing with his crosshair for this rock. Now this is where he starts to aim. The tree is blocking his view. And he starts aiming into the tree. It's still nothing really spectacular, I know. But just watch where his aim ends. Because it's not focused on the rock anymore. It's focused on the car. And this is where I'm getting at. This is weird. How do you go from here to there? And have you ever seen his enemy move from behind the rock to behind the car, and his enemy is exactly right there? Because obviously I've already seen the full video, and you are going to see that his aim will lift up, move to the left, because his enemy is about to pop up right there. Told you. Now, that to me is really weird. How did he never saw the enemy? We never saw. Well, I never saw the enemy move from rock to car. Let's play it in like this. Here's the confirmation yet again. It disappears behind the rock. Now you tell me, how the hell did he end up aiming for the car? I'll leave that up for you to decide. I think it's pretty clear what's going on here, but I'll leave it up to you because this is kind of obvious. But if the game devs don't see this, if this is just common sense, right? This is common sense. This is not something you have to look 10 times at to know what's going on here. I've shown you 3 separate occasions in one broadcast. I didn't have to look over 27 videos that he has. I just took one, and these all popped out in one broadcast. I hope if a game dev sees this, it's kind of obvious. This is cheater behavior. You don't do this normally, I hope. I think anyone in his right mind would run up to this tree and would pick. It would move his camera to see where his enemy would be going. But he somehow knew, with the tree blocking his view, that the enemy moved from rock to car.